Hi guys, if you keep your Fiat Coupe long enough, it stands to reason that at some point the bonnet release cable is going to break. Probably true of every car, but I know for certain, it having happened to me, is that when it does happen, it's a hell of a job to get the bonnet open. So whilst doing my restoration, I decided to make an adaptation for an emergency bonnet release. Add an extra cable, and this is going to be hidden down above the under tray, so that I just have to remove the under tray and I can get the bonnet open. I'm going to show you how this works. So the standard part of the bonnet locking mechanism works as normal, although I've had to rig up a non-standard fastening due to the fact that the cable wasn't quite long enough to meet the bracket. But apart from that, that works as normal. So I can just demonstrate that working. And then what I've done is I've made up an extra bracket here and added this cable. This cable is just a bonnet release cable. Actually, I think it's for a Land Rover Defender that I got off eBay. So what I'm going to do is tuck this underneath or somewhere through there, so it's sitting on the under tray. And then if I really need to release the bonnet, if the main cable snaps, then I'll be able to get this out. So in order to operate this now in an emergency, I just have to pull this, and there we go. That's operating the mechanism. So I've made up a bracket, and then it's just got an eyelet at the end of the cable, and I've fastened that with some cable ties around the rod there that operates the mechanism. Better safe than sorry, I reckon. So the proof of the pudding, let's see if it works for real. There we go. Voila. So I just need to tuck that down somewhere. I'll find a neat route for it so that it doesn't interfere with anything, and that'll be fine. Another little tip I have for you is that on my car, when I took this shroud off, I found that the nuts, which I assumed were original, were hexes, and with this shroud sitting on top, you can't actually release those to adjust the positioning of the plate. So before I had my shroud powder coated, I cut some holes just there, which I put rubber grommets in, so that when it sits above, I can actually undo all 4 of the bolts and adjust the positioning of the mechanism.